Hello everybody, I'm Roadblock. This is a Raid Shadow Legends video, and we are on the Ninja account. So today's primary focus of this video is going to be about silver in general, ways to get silver, how you can get silver, the best kind of tips and tricks regarding silver, I guess you could say. But first, I do want to give some updates about the account, right? That's what this is all about, tracking my progress as we go. A couple of disclaimers for you guys because I do want to make it clear that you will not have the same advantages that I'm giving myself. Now, I'm not cheating, I'm not spending any money, but um I did get to be in my clan, and so as being in my own clan, as a extremely low level relative to the rest of the clan, it does give me a bit of an unfair advantage. Ooh, I can't even. It's harder to find me now because I'm gold 1, so I don't stand out. Oh, I guess I'm at the top. Yeah. So I'm gold 1 now. Um, that's very, very loose gold 1. I cannot stay in gold 1. The moment I hit gold 1, I'm then immediately up against teams of 60s. Maybe they have 150 or a 40 or something. So I'm not able to compete with a team like this one, for instance. Even though it looks harmless because it's got a lot of rares and epics. Oh, well, we got close. But a 60 Elhain is still going to do more damage than my 50 Kale and Ninja. Now, Ninja did get a boost. I'll talk about his kit here in just a second. And there's nothing wrong with that, by the way. I feel like I get a lot of comments when I post this kind of stuff, and people are like, well, you need to do this and you need to do that. It's like, guys, my account is 7 days old. Like, I don't have gear. I don't I barely have speed boots. If I look at the entirety of my account right now and look at all the speed boots I own, not including all of these, I got two that are not equipped right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't have gear. My guys are in 4-star pieces of gear for the most part, going up against level 60s. Mine are 50. Like, please understand that I'm hitting gold 1 by all accounts I shouldn't. Okay, I'm just using the proper strategies and doing what we can, and I'm playing to the strengths of my champions right now. That's the important part. But I mentioned getting some upgrades, but I also wanted to mention why was me being in that clan so relevant? Because here in our clan versus clan, now we're winning right now, but it's getting very, very close. I don't know how long we'll hold this. My clan is not putting our best foot forward in this. We're kind of just doing our normal, like we're not going all in for it. So it's likely we end up losing. Totally fine with that. I'm not going to be upset or anything about it. But as you can see, I'm getting a big boost, right? I got 130 clan gold. I'll get another 230. We should hit 4,800,000. I don't know for sure that we will. I hope we will. But that's going to get me some more clan gold here. So, and two more stun pieces. By the way, this artifact, I'm sure you're going to say, well, what happened to that immunity piece? It was a flat attack boots, and I don't have any rerolls, so trash. Got rid of it. I did do something a little dumb, admittedly. Like, I would say this was not the best use of my resources, but I did spend all my clan gold today. I bought a couple of artifacts, and one of them I re-rolled, and it turned out to be a jackpot. So I re-rolled it, and I got crit rate on it with crit damage in the substat. So this is really, really good, and it's kill stroke. I got crit rate and crit damage here, so I'm able to complete a kill stroke two-piece set here. That's getting me 20% crit damage and even 5% speed. So even though neither of these pieces have speed rolls on them, I'm still not losing a whole bunch of speed. Furthermore, I did do the gear swap that I mentioned. So Kale is in lifesteal gear, and so is Ninja. Now, Kale is a little bit less. He's at 87% crit rate and 66% crit damage, but he's got the higher accuracy level. The changes I made did lower the accuracy of Ninja quite a bit. Um, and I wanted to be clear about why I did that. So the way that I'm using Ninja, yes, I want him to get damage from HP burns, absolutely, but I'm also using him um, for direct damage right now as well, because he hits, frankly, even booked and mastered to what he is. He still does hit harder than Kale, and I kind of need both of them to push any content. I can't have one person solo farming right now. That will be Kale in a little bit, and when that time comes, I will likely swap the gear around again, maybe put the better gear on Kale until Ninja gets 6-star. But Ninja just also got another boost. As you can see, he is now 3-star ascended. I've completed a lot of missions since we last talked. My current mission, I have to upgrade 4 champions to level 50. That is going to take quite a bit of time. That is not going to happen very soon. While getting this mission done is important, I do not think it is worth me getting rid of or leveling champions to 50 just to feed them. I think that's overkill. So the only champions I want to take to 50 are going to be the ones that I want to use. So right now, if I look at, these are the 4 champions I want to use right now. And that's it. That's all I have on the whole account. Everything else on the account is food, as far as I'm concerned. I don't plan on keeping any other rares I have so far or any epics. I only have one, Broodlord, not keeping him. So I'm totally content with this right here, keeping these 4. So eventually, these guys will get 4-starred and probably 5-starred and maybe left at 5-star. Now, you could make the argument that I go ahead and 4-star those guys now and then take them up to 5-star and rank them up until I'm ready to and use them as food for Kale. Which that's an option. Certainly is an option that I could do. But then I'd have to replace them again. I'd have to go farm them again. I do have a duplicate copy of Spirit Host that I'm not using, but I do not have a duplicate copy of War Maiden because of where I have to farm right now. And I still don't have to, but this challenge, win 4-star or higher boots. Oh, I'm going to do this real quick. Win 4-star or higher boots with HP percent as the primary stat from clearing stage 6 of Karak Castle on hard or higher. I'm doing it on brutal. I'm not joking when I tell you I've spent thousands of energy and have not yet gotten 4-star HP percent boots. I mean, the proof is right here. Let's look at the gear. Look at all those. Look at all those boots. None of them are HP percent. It's been a nightmare. Been an absolute nightmare. And that's just where I'm farming right now. I could probably be farming a little bit higher, but it's brutal, and I'm double dipping. I'm trying to complete a challenge as well. It costs less energy. I guess, does it? I don't know. What does brutal cost? Sorry, I swapped over to my free-to-play real quick just to confirm how much brutal is. Oh, shoot. Okay. I think I may have... I really want to get that mission done, and I'm not entirely convinced that I can farm at some of the higher stages. So once I get the mission done, then I'm going to start progressing and find a stage that I can farm at that's higher up, where I'm getting more points per energy. Because the amount of energy I'm getting for 8 energy, or the amount of experience I'm getting for 8 energy on stage 3 here is way less experience than what I'd be getting at 12-3 brutal. So I need to work my way up there to 12-3 brutal. I don't think I can farm it until I have a 6-star, but I mean, we got to try, right? So, and obviously, I want to get the resources that are in Brutal as well, eventually getting the Sacred Shard, but I don't think there's a rush on that. I think our next 2x chance is going to be for Ancient Shards. Now, what I will say is I may get to a point where, you know, if things go good for me, I'm expecting them to take some time, and I will get to the point of Kale getting 6-starred when I get to... Like, I figure by the time Kale gets 6-starred and Ninja gets 6-starred, I'll be at the 2x for Ancients, and then I'll pull something new to work on, theoretically. But if I don't, then I may have to spend some shards out of 2x times in order to repopulate my roster. But we've talked a lot about the account. I want to make sure what I also think I've spent books. I don't have any epics to level, so I can't do that. I've spent Great Hall points. Um, this was for a mission. I'm saving the rest right now, but I do want to get my accuracy up. So a couple more gold wins or silver wins should give me what I need to boost this up as well and move on. But I am happy to be in gold, in and out of gold. So I'll lose a couple, I'll come back in, I'll win a couple, I'll lose a couple, I'll win a couple. I'm kind of bouncing back and forth. But like even this team, I should. Well, I'm not gonna use those yet. I'll do that off camera. But yeah, I'm fine where I'm at. Like I'm not complaining about where I'm at when it comes to PvP. I've done everything I can to get to this point, and now I just need a 6-star. So, and on that, I mean, I've got 2 food ready to go. I'm leveling up right now. This is food number 3. She's almost done, and she's got food. She'll have 3 food ready to go. This is food number 4, Shaman. Now, some of you may be like, but that's an epic. What do you mean? She can revive. Yeah, she's not. Her kit's not good enough for me. Yes, we can remove a buff. Okay. I might use her to complete a challenge, now that I think about it, which is to remove the magic shield from the magic guardian. So I may use her to do that. I may just throw some accuracy gear on her, take her in there, and have her complete that challenge for me. But that would be the only thing that I would want to use her for. Increased crit rate buff, doesn't matter. I'm going to run everyone at 100% crit rate. And then for this revive, I don't... If people died, reviving them, like, they're not... This isn't going to change the outcome of a fight for me. It's really not. You got to think in terms of that. So this is just a free 4-star that I can rank up and feed, and it's going to go better for, faster for me. So that's one of my foods. So I've got, in total, that'll mean I have 1 food, 2 food, 3 food with Valerie, 4 food with Shaman, and then I need a 5th food. So I'm getting very, very close, and I probably could be there by now. We were talking about this on stream today, but because I've been focusing so heavily on missions and trying to be optimized with my output, same thing with my challenges and everything, trying to make sure I'm double dipping where I can. It's holding me back a little bit, but I don't think it's like crippling me. It's just taking a little bit longer, but at least I'm getting that stuff done. Ideally, if I was maybe smarter about it, and if I was in a hurry, because I'm really not in a hurry, but if I was in a hurry, I would probably just do everything I can to 6-star that first champion, and then go back and do all the missions and the challenges and everything. So it's a little bit on me there, but I'm not rushing. Like, this isn't a race. This isn't a competition. This is a video to show you guys like what you can and cannot do. So if you're doing the missions as you're going along and doing the challenges, and honestly, like, I'm getting the luck that I'm having too with these boots, which is single-handedly holding me up, is not normal. You should have, I'm not kidding when I say thousands of energy. I mean, I've been doing this since yesterday, and I had energy refills plus all the energy from clan versus clan, plus completing other challenges and missions that have been giving me energy. So it's been very, very bad luck. Could I skip it and go back? Absolutely, I could, but I'm here now. Let's just do it. Let's get it over with and then move on. That way I don't have to come back in there later with a ridiculously overpowered team or anything like that. Might go faster though, that's for sure. So I'm just checking stats too, because I don't know if you saw that mission about 30,000 HP. Hopefully when Kayle gets 6-starred, we should get a little bit higher and maybe be able to pull off some more XP. And also, the other thing about why Ninja has my best gear versus Kayle is that this ability right here has an extra 15% chance of critting. So I only need 85% crit rate for that particular ability. I'm at 87. Does that mean that these have a chance to not crit? Sure, absolutely. But this is the main damage ability that requires crit. The damage out of these is from the poisons more than anything else. And I wanted to make sure that he has the higher accuracy. So things will probably get rebuilt later, but right now keeping them both in lifesteal gear is working for me. And obviously, like, it's all four-star gear. We will get better gear as time goes on. Maybe I get something good from the clan rewards. I honestly don't know that my clan is going to hit this 44,800,000 because I'm going to be gone. So I'm going to do my best to generate as many points as I can tonight and tomorrow, but it is entirely possible that my lack of points may hinder our overall performance. And so far, I've only been able to do 21,000 on the free-to-play. I just don't have the champions to do the rest of the stuff with. But I'll be back to grinding. I've got this energy. I also spent what I would recommend you spend your clan gold in. I spent the remaining clan gold I had on energy. So I'll get another chunk of clan gold hopefully soon, and then I'll get more energy. As far as the champion fragments, I'm definitely going to go for these in the future. I just feel like right now what I needed more than anything was some really solid gear. And I got that, right? I've got my first 5-star crit rate gauntlets. By the way, the overall stats, we're at 106% crit rate, 111% crit damage, 160 speed, still a little slow. The accuracy is pretty low at 27, but I'm pretty sure that I'm going to be able to get more accuracy from other areas. What I really need him for right now is that little bit of damage, and not so, like, I don't really need the boss killing damage as much as I need the wave killing damage right now. And now that he's 3-starred, we're also going to get more attack and crit damage on fights. I haven't had a chance to test him yet, so the first test will be coming up. Okay, we talked way longer than I wanted to about the account. Let's now talk about silver. Now, you can see I'm at only 500K now. I've gone from like 3 million down to 500K because I'm leveling up legendary 5-star pieces, and I did get a 6-star piece. Oh, speaking of 6-star, really, really quickly, let me point out let me retract a statement about the arena tournament. So I'm blind, not really, but this, at quick glance, when you're not paying attention and there's a 6 below it, can very easily turn into 6 stars when you're looking at it. I don't even know how well this shows up on camera, but that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So thank you, as always, to my editor at this point. Not editor of videos, but like a news editor that reviews my works and says, hey, you messed this up. But Vodka, thank you for pointing that out to me. I realized that as soon as you typed it, I was like, yeah, that usually is 5-star gear. Why is this 6-star gear? And then I looked at it and I was like, no, I'm just dumb. Cool. Okay. Let's talk about silver. So one thing I was doing for a very, very long time is I was actually keeping all my gray and green gear. Now you can see I've already gotten rid of all of it. Is there some of it that may have been worth keeping? Sure, absolutely. But for the most part, I did just go ahead and get rid of it to get silver so I could pump it into some of the better pieces of gear that I have. Now, that was a big boost to my silver. These have all been farmed since I did my cleanse, which is why there's still a bunch of green and gray gear in here. But that still wasn't enough silver because it is very, very expensive. Sometimes it can be even about $1 million to take something to 16. And these gauntlets needed to go to 16. I couldn't just keep them at 12. I needed to get that 50%. So that was very expensive. So I went to the well. And what do I mean by the well? Well, sorry. What do I mean by the well? I mean the forge. So in here, you can craft the stuff that if you've been doing your faction wars and if you've been doing other stuff, you'll get the resources that you need, and you'll even be able to see some of it here. Now, I mention this trick all of the time on my account. You may have heard me say it before, but this 5 to 6 star gear takes epic and legendary resources. The 3 to 4 star gear is only blue resources, which the good stuff doesn't need. So you can craft this 3 to 4 star gear and trash it all. Normally, I am at a point on my account where 3 to 4 star gear is quite valuable to me. So I trashed all the 3 star gear and kept the 4 star gear of this set. But this is a great resource on bigger accounts. I swapped over to my free to play, where if I need silver, which I don't right now, but if I did, I come in here, I craft a bunch of this stuff, I sell it all, and then I've got a big stockpile of silver. It's really, really handy to get your silver up. But there's a better secret to silver that I didn't know, and this is not an original thought from me. This is from Boozer, who did a video on Ash. I follow his content now. He's got a lot of really cool stuff. I recommend checking out his channel. Way more experienced of a player and content creator than I am, way more knowledgeable than me, but also does a good job of kind of relaying information. He knows way more about PvP than I do too. But what I will say that I learned from him is spending your energy is probably the best way to get silver. So I'm terrible at some stuff. So if we go to my main account, well, actually, this is a bad time because my main account is I've been spending energy all day to get points for Clan v Clan. So that's wouldn't be entirely accurate if I was to do that. But I usually have a large stockpile of energy here. What I'm getting at is when you have your stockpile of energy, what I would recommend is leveling this or using this stuff overnight. Don't let your energy sit. Now you can use RSL Helper, which I've mentioned many times on here. I think that's a great tool to use your energy overnight, even if it's not a place where you're getting a lot of resources from it. If all you're getting is a little bit of gear that you're going to sell, at the very least, you're getting a bunch of silver, and you're going to need it. And over time, right now, and I've been doing that, right now it's not really holding up because I've been leveling gear that's way higher than kind of my level. But that's how I have the 70 million on the free-to-play account right after a fusion, right? We did that fusion, leveled up a bunch of gear. I did do a massive gear cleanse, but all of that gear came from me running dungeons and different things. So that's how a really good way to acquire silver is, and that's why during Clan v Clan, a lot of clans will run Spider. You'll see that our opponent, they're all running Spider right now. That's the biggest area that they're putting their resources in, and that's because it's worth good points, but a ton of silver, because you're going to sell a lot of those accessories. So my clan was double dipping because Sand Devil was a bonus objective this rotation, and I like to farm Sand Devil more because then I don't have to gear cleanse, because over on, is it my free-to-play or my main account? It's my main account that's just chock full of gear that I really need to do a gear cleanse on. So I did the gear cleanse on this account, and that is why I have all that silver. So, all right. But those are really good ways to get silver and to find emergency silver. I said today on stream, I think of this stuff in the 3 to 4 star spot as my savings account. So when my checking account gets low, right, but I really need this piece of gear. I really need to level this and get it boosted so that I can get it on this champion and find out, if this is a good build or not. Then I come into my savings account and I take a little bit out until I get, okay, oh, there's 1 million silver, cool. I leave the rest in there and I come back to it later. When you get further on in the game and you possibly have more clan gold than you know what to do with, you can spend it here in the silver. I did use some on energy, like I said, and then I bought 4 of these artifacts. They turned out okay. I did re-roll the one and got really lucky because it was a flat stat. And I think the other one I got rid of, I think. And no, yeah. So I got rid of one of them. This one I rolled twice. I was really considering if I could make this helmet work with Ninja, but I just ran out of silver, which was kind of the problem. Um, I would go under crit rate, but I liked that this had the accuracy on it, so that would give me a pretty big boost to his accuracy potentially while keeping the set in line. Um, I'd then have to find a different shield, but I've got a couple of shields that I could kind of. I think I have more shields in lifesteal than anything else, and I probably could have made. Yeah, I could have made this shield work, right? So if I was to do the fitting room and say I did like that shield and this helmet, I'm on Kale, aren't I? Yeah. I was like, this is not lining up. I just did the math, and it's not working. Okay. If I did this helmet, it would, I have room to spare with some of those resources. So then if I tried this on, I'm still 104. I do lose some crit damage, but this hasn't rolled all the way and could get more crit damage. But my accuracy comes back up. I do lose some attack percent, though, which is not ideal. So there's a couple trade-offs here with this swap, but once this gets leveled up more, things will change a little bit better, and hopefully I can figure it out. But the reality is a lot of this gear is probably going to be better fitted on my Kale once he gets 6-starred. But right now, I need it balanced amongst the 2 of them because I kind of just have to use them both everywhere I go. But once Kale is 6-starred, I can kind of invest in him and go from there. We are still a long ways off from being able to ascend Ninja, and I'm quite a ways away from a legendary book, I think. There was a legendary book coming up somewhere. Oh, was it a challenge? Yeah, these arena challenges, which is going to take me at least 2 weeks. So, yeah, it's going to be a while before I get these challenges and get this legendary book. So I'm still going to have a little bit of ways to go there, and we just need to keep pushing and grinding and doing everything we can in the campaign and dungeons and everything. So I am curious. Will you tell me? You're not going to tell me what I can get resources wise, are you? No. Okay. All right. Well, I'm wondering if there might be a legendary book in there or something, but probably not. So I know I can Google that, by the way. I will definitely look that up. I'm going to call that a video. I realize I talked way more about the count and way less about silver, but I hope those tips do help you guys. I really do. Be careful when you're leveling these really, you're going to get good pieces. You're going to stumble across some higher level pieces, right? Some 5-6-star pieces. If I was to level up these gauntlets or this helmet or this shield, leveling up any of this gear will be more expensive to level it up and can get out of hand really, really quickly. Even just getting those there was a piece I think I had at like level 9. Even getting that to go to level 9 was pretty intense. It took a lot of resources out from me. I did also have some like good. I haven't sorted through the perception or the resilience gear that I did craft. That's just a timing thing. I haven't had the time to do it. But I will. I will go through all of this and pair up what I need to pair up and get everybody leveled. But lifesteal is the key right now because I have no supports, no healing supports yet, and hopefully we get some soon. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. Again, a quick reminder that I forgot to mention at the beginning of the video, I will be gone for 2 days, so don't expect a video on Wednesday or Thursday night. I'm just going to be out of town for 2 days back to back. I get back late Thursday. I will be streaming Friday morning at 9:30 Eastern time, so come hang out for that. Big return for that, and we'll give you guys an update. So there may be a big gap between where the account is now and where it is when I get back, but I probably won't be playing it a lot while I'm traveling. So it'll probably be where it's at right now with a bigger stockpile of resources, I hope. So, all right. Thank you all for watching. If you like my content, consider subscribing, please. I'll let you guys get out of here quickly, and I will see you in the next one, I hope. Thanks, guys. Bye.